Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you? I hope you'd be fine. This is Cambridge Lower Secondary Mathematics Book 8, and today we are starting with chapter number 10, which is related to percentage increase and decrease. So you people have learned about it earlier as well. So it's gonna be easy or somewhat difficult for you, but inshallah, we'll try to make it as easy as possible. Percentages are basically often used instead of actual values in articles in newspapers, in magazines, on the internet, and on television. Like you will find headlines as unemployment hits 10%, shop prices reduced by 20%, discount of 25%, 58% of university students are women. So you can see that in some cases, the actual values are given. In other cases, the percentage increase or decrease is given instead of the absolute values. Okay. So, like if I say the population has increased from 3.25 million to 3.77 million, right? In this sentence, I'm giving you the absolute change. That is from 3.77, the actual figure, the absolute change. But if I say that the population has increased from 3.25 million by 16%, both gives us the same information, but the method, the way of expressing is different. Okay, so these are the two different ways. The second way is showing the percentage change is an increase of 16%. So whenever we have to give the information as percentage increase or decrease, these are not the absolute values. These are in terms of a percentage. Okay. So if something has increased or something has decreased, so what are we supposed to do? There are just 2 to 3 steps involved that you must have to follow. Question number 1 says find 15% of 70. People have learned it a lot of times that whenever we have two quantities having an off in between means we have to multiply them. So it's actually 15% means percent. Per means upon. Cent is 100. The percent is basically upon 100. Is that clear? Like whatever number is given, it comes in the numerator and the answer is upon 100. 15% means 15 upon 100. So if we have to find out 15% of 70, 15% of 70 is 15 upon 100 multiply by 70. So you can cut 0 with 0 and then you will multiply 15 by 7 and then you can divide it by 10. That's it. Or you can do it like this. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 3 7s are 21. 21 divided by 2 is 10.5. So the answer will be 10.5. Or there's one more method, students. You must know that you can calculate 10% of something having a 0 at the end. So if I'm saying the total of something is 70, so what would be its 10%? What would be its 1%? So 1% is 0.7, right? And 10% of something is divided by 10. So I can say that if the total of a number is 70, its 10% would be 7. Why? Because 10 upon 100 or 10 upon 100 of 70 is actually 70 upon 10, right? So that's 7. So if 10% of 70 is 7, for calculating 15, I need 5 more percent. So half of 10 is 5 and half of 7 is 3.5. So if 10% of 70 is 7, 5% of 7 is half of 7, that's 3.5. And together 7 and 3.5 is equals to 10.5. Okay, these are called mental calculations that you must know. You can do calculations in your mind whenever needed. Like if you need to calculate the discount, that is, there is a dress out there of $70 and you have to calculate there is a discount of 20% of 70. So are you going to take calculator, paper or pencil along with you, or you'll do the calculations in mind? That's better to do the calculations in mind. So you can easily calculate that 10% of 70 is 7. So 20% would be its double, That's it. So what you'll do, you'll multiply 7 by 2 and there you go. It means it would be 14. And if it's 15, so what you'll do, you will half 7 and you will add 7 into it. So you'll get 15% of it. So basically, what are we supposed to do? We have to learn what is percentage. Now, after finding 15% of 70, we have to increase 70%, $70 by 15%. So the total is 70 and we have to increase it by 15%. What would be the number after increasing it 15%? So the 15% of 70 is 10.5. After increasing 70 by 15%, it would be 70 plus 10.5 and that's 80.5. Okay, and if we have to decrease it, so what we will do, we can do it like this: 70 minus 10.5 and that would be 60 and 59.5. Okay, so that's how we will do it. Same thing in part B. We have to decrease, we have to find 80% of 3200. So what we will do, 80% of 3200 is actually 80 upon 100 multiply by 3200. Okay, 0 0 cut, 0 0 cut. Now we will simply multiply 32 by 8 and we will get the answer. So the answer will be 2560. It means 80% of 3200 is 2560. Total of something is 100%, right? 10% is basically dividing anything by 10. So if we find 10% of 3200, it would be 320. And then if we multiply 320 by 8, we will get the same answer. That is 2560. So 80% of 3200 is 80% of 3200 is 2560. So if we have to increase 3200 by 80%, what we will do? We will add 2560 with 3200 and we will get 5760. And if we have to decrease it, then what we will do? We will subtract 2560 from 3200. That's all. So we will get 640. Is that clear? How easy it is. Now the next one. Find 2% of 90. So it's 2% of 19 equals, it's not 19 on 100, it's 19.00 means 19. So 2% is 2 upon 100 multiplied by 19. So 2 multiplied by 19 is equals to 38 and 38 divided by 100 is equals to 0.38. Or you can do one thing. The 1% of 19 would be 19 upon 100, that's 0.19. And 2% would be its double, that is 0.19 multiplied by 2, which is 0.38. Okay, so that's how we can do it. Now, if we have to increase 19 kg by 2%, what we will do? We will add 0.38 with 19 and it will be 19.38. And if it says decrease 19 kg by 2%, so what we'll do? We will subtract 0.38 from 19 and we will get the answer. That's 18.62. How easy it is. So whenever you have to increase a percentage, you will find out that particular percentage and add it to the total. If you have to decrease it, you will subtract it. Now, question number 4 says, how much will she have if she increases her savings by 10%, by 50%, by 70%, by 100%, by 120%? Okay, so here in this question, there is a girl and she said, I have saved $240. So, how much will she have if she increases her savings by 10%? So, what are we supposed to do? We will simply find out these percentages and then we will add it into it. So, 10% of 240 would be 240 divided by 10, that's 24. So we will write down these percentages first. 10% of 240 is equals to 24. 50% would be 24 multiplied by 5, right? As I told you, that 10 multiplied by 5 is 50. So 24 multiplied by 5 is 120. Or you can find 50% means half. 50% is actually 50 upon 100. 50 is the half of 100. So that's actually 1 over 2. So whenever it says 50%, so it must pop into your mind that we are talking about the half of something. 50% of 240 means half of 240, and that's 120. Now, if we have to calculate 70%, so what we will do, we will first find 20% by multiplying 24 by 2, because if 10% of 240 is 24, 20% would be its double, that is 48. And then to find out 70%, what we will do, we will add 20% and 50%. So 20% is 48, 50% is 120, and together it would be 120 plus 48, which is 168. Or we can check it as well, that is it 168 or not, by doing the calculation as 70% multiplied by 240. 0 cuts 0, 0 cuts 0. Then what are we left with? We are left with 7 multiplied by 24, and you can multiply these two to check that the answer is 168. It means we have got the correct answer. Now, what is the 100%? 100% of something is equal to that quantity, that's 240. And then 120% means 120% means 100 plus 20. So we already know that 20% of 240 is the double of 24, that's 48, and 100% is 240. So 240 plus 48 is equals to 288. Now, if we have to increase 240 by these amounts, when we will increase 240 by 10%, so it would be, the first one would be 24 plus 240. The second one would be 120 plus 240. The third one would be 168 plus 240, because the original amount would remain the same. Na? We are increasing 240 by these amounts, by these actual amounts. Then 240 plus 240, and then 288 plus 240. So what are we supposed to do in all these questions? We will simply find out the given percentages of the numbers, and then we will add it to the initial total. So 240 plus 24 is equals to 264. 240 plus 120 is equals to 360, and then 240 plus 168 is equals to 408. 240 plus 240 is equals to 480, and then 240 plus 288 equals to 528. So when we will increase the savings of 240 by 10%, it will become 264. If we increase it by 50%, so it will become 360. If we increase it by 70%, it will become 408. If we increase it by 480, 100%, it will become the double of 240, that's 480. If we increase it by even more than 100%, that's 120%, so it will become 528. Now the next question says the population of a town is 45,000. Okay, and the population is expected to rise, that is increase by 85% in the next 10 years. So you have to estimate the population in 10 years time. If we have to estimate it, means we have to find out it's 85%. It will increase by 85%. So we have to calculate 85% of 45,000, right? So what we can do, if we have to estimate the population, it means we have to find out 90% of 5,000, 50,000. Okay. Estimation is rounding the first significant figure. So it becomes 90% of 50,000. That's 90 over 100 into 50,000. So it would be 0, 0 cut, 0, 0 cut. 9 fives are 45 and it's 45,000. Means the population will increase by 45,000 and it would become 45,000 plus 45,000, that's 90,000. Right? If we have to calculate the actual value, then what would be the actual value? Let's see. 85% of 45,000 equals to 85 over 100 multiplied by 45,000. What we will do, we will cut the two zeros with the two zeros. Then we will multiply 85 with 45, which is 38250. And then we will add 45,000 into it. So the actual population we will get is 92,250, which is very close to the estimated answer. Now let's do the next question, which says, show that 81 is 135% of 60. So what are we supposed to do? We will simply solve it. 135% of 60 is equals to 135 over 100 multiply by 60. We'll cut 0 by 0 and then 2 threes are 6, 2 fives are 10, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 sevens are 35. So that's 27 multiplied by 3, which is 81. Hence proved that yes, 135% of 60 is equals to 81. Next we have 190% of 32. We have to prove that it's 60.8. Let's see. 190 upon 100 multiplied by 32. Let's cut 0 with the 0. Then 2 fives are 10 and 2 16s are. So we'll multiply 19 with 16. That's 304. 304 divided by 5 is equals to 60.8. Hence prove yes, 190% of 32 is 60.8. Next we have part C, and in part C it says 220% of 140. Let's calculate it. 220 upon 100 multiply by 140. 0, 0, 0, 0. What are we left with? 22 multiplied by 14, which is 308. So 220% of 140 is 308. Yes, hence proved that we have got the correct answer. Now they're saying what percentage of 950 is 380. So what are we supposed to do next? We have to calculate the percentage of 950. What percentage of 950 is 380? So what we will do, we will simply find the percentage of 380 over 950. That's 40. So in this case, what we will do is, since it says what percentage of 950, so it's 380 divided by 950 multiply by 100%. 0 cut 0, then 5 into 19, 5 into 20. So we will multiply, and then 19 ones are 19, 19 twos are 38, 2 into 20 is equals to 40%. When you will find 40% of 950, you will get the same answer. Next question says what percentage of 380 is 950? So for this, what we will do? We will write 950 upon 380 multiply by 100%. Let's check it out. 0 cuts 0, and then we know that 19 twos are 38, 19 fives are 5, 2 ones are 2, 2 50s are, and 55s are 250. So we can say that 40% of 950 is 380. 40% of 950 is equals to 380, and for the part B, we can say that 250% of 380 is equals to 950. Okay, whenever they'll ask to find the percentage of something, that what percentage of 950 is 380, so the number given after is, you will find its percentage with respect to the first number. So we have completed till question number 7. Inshallah, we'll do more in the next video. Until then, take care. Do subscribe to my channel if you are new, and don't forget to share it with your friends. Allah Hafiz.